To begin with, let's first talk about land, because land is something which is common for everybody on this planet. We all live on land, isn't it? We build our houses on it, we walk on it every day. So, land is among the most important natural resource. It covers about 30% of total area of Earth's surface, and only very small percentage of this land is habitable. The uneven distribution of population in different parts of the world is mainly due to climatic conditions and characteristics of land. Now, the various parts of land have different kind of uses because they all vary in shapes, sizes, quality, types, etc. For example, the rugged topography, steep slopes of mountains, low-lying areas which are susceptible to waterlogging, desert areas and thick forested areas normally do not have a lot of people living there. Whereas plains and rivers, they offer very suitable conditions for agriculture, cultivation, and therefore a lot of people inhabit these places. Hence, they are densely populated areas. Now, here is a fun fact. Did you know that 90% of world's population occupies only 30% of the land? The remaining 70% of the land is either sparsely populated or not at all habited by anybody. Now, let's talk about land use. Now, before starting this topic, before we discuss that why do we use land, I want to ask you, what do you think are the uses of land? Why do we use land? Of course, for building houses, for growing crops. We will see what are the different uses of land. So, land is used for different purposes, for different activities. Just like we thought, agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, for building infrastructure such as roads, bridges, flyovers, setting up of industries. So, land use is determined by various factors such as physical factors, what the land is like, and human factors, what kind of population lives there. Now, let's talk about physical factors that affect land use. The use of land is determined by the physical factors such as topography, how the land is, soil, the kind of soil is available there, the climatic conditions and the minerals available. Also, is water available there or not? These are the physical factors that appear naturally in our environment and that determines the usage of a land. So, for example, a place, a land which has very good quality of soil, is very fertile, plain area and the climatic conditions are favorable and is rich in mineral resources, that will be used for agriculture purposes as well as industrial purposes, and a lot of people will settle down there as well. However, on the other hand, if there is a land with very rugged terrain and topography, there are no water resources or no mineral resources, nobody would want to set up their industries or houses there, isn't it? So, now what are the human factors? These are the factors or reasons which are connected directly with humans. The population and technology also play a very important role in determining land use. What kind of technology and human resources are available? Land can also be classified on the basis of ownership. Private land, which are owned by individuals like you and me, and community land, which is owned by a group of people. Land can be also classified into two types on the basis of ownership: private land and community land. Private land is the land which is owned by individuals like you, me or XYZ person, and community land is a land which is owned by a group of people. They usually grow crops on it to benefit everybody who is owning that land. For example, fodder, fruits, nuts or even medicinal herbs. Now, these community lands are also called as common property resources. Now, let's talk about increasing population. In today's time, we all know that there is a population explosion going on in our world. the population density of our planet is increasing drastically and it is just doubling in few years. People and their demands, their ambitions are ever growing and they cannot be met because resources on our planet are limited. Therefore, the quality of land also differs from place to place depending upon how the people use it. The people, humans, have started to encroach the common lands to build up commercial areas, housing complexes, establishing urban buildings, expand agricultural land in rural areas as well. Now, this has led to many challenges and problems in today's time. Due to this pattern of unlimited human wants, our natural vegetation, our land is drastically changing. The major threats to environment because of this expansion is the agriculture and construction activities are land degradation, landslides, soil erosion and desertification. Land degradation refers to when the quality of land decreases because of overuse or uncontrollable expansion activities. Landslides occur when we start to break down mountain regions and hard terrain, rugged terrain surfaces to build on houses or to create infrastructure there. Soil erosion is a byproduct of all these activities. And desertification refers to, desertification is a process which takes place over a longer period of time but as a result of exhaustion of land resources. Now, the question is that despite these challenges and these unlimited human wants, how can we conserve our land resources? The growing population and their ever growing demands had led to The growing population and their growing demands have led to this destruction. But we need to stop it and we need to check what problems we are creating for our future. Therefore, we need to take some steps in order to curb them and conserve our land resources. And these methods are afforestation, planting more trees, land reclamation to enhance the quality of land which is once degraded, regulated use of chemical pesticides, not using chemical pesticides on land to replenish the soil, avoid fertilizers, checks on overgrazing. Above all, some of these common methods are used in order to conserve land resources. Now, let's talk about landslides. Here is an image of what a landslides look.